General Hospital, your friendly RT. Today we're just going to go through a very quick video on how to pre-op check the Hamilton ventilators. Alright, so you've just set up your ventilator and you need to do a pre-op check. Your ventilator is on, your pre-op check is to the left-hand bottom corner. You're going to press on that and you're going to see 3 tests that can be done. We do the top 2, which is the leak test and the flow sensor test. The oxygen sensor test, we don't require to do it because the oxygen sensor test is constantly being checked while it's on the patient. If you have a problem with the oxygen sensor test, it will alarm while it's on the patient. So, going forward, have your gloves on, press your leak test, if you time out if you wait too long, press your leak test, and it will give you instructions right on the screen. So this is saying disconnect the patient. We have the patient disconnected. Now it's saying block the circuit. I just put the blue cap back on so we can keep it clean. It will run through its testing. And if you watch the screen, it will give you everything that it needs to. Reconnect the breathing circuit. If you get a green check mark, you are good to go. If you get a red X, that means somewhere in this system there is a leak and you need to run through. Some of the places where there can be leaks is if this in the flow sensor is not tight enough, if the expiratory valve is not put in tight enough, if your temperature probe is not placed in properly, and if your spike is allowing air out, it shouldn't do because it should still be in the spike package, or if one of these things is left open. Those are things to check for. In this case, we passed, so the leak test, there is no leaks. We have a date and a time that it has passed. Second test going down is your flow sensor test. Again, it tells you to disconnect the patient circuit. This is where you're going to get your little piece that inserts here to flip the flow sensor as it shows on the screen. Once you've done that, it will go through its calibration process and give you instructions once it's done this side. Okay, now it tells you to flip the flow sensor back the way it was in the first place and take out the little flow sensor adapter. It will continue to finish off its calibration as you can see on the screen. If you get the green check mark, the date and the time, you are all good. At this point, put on your blue cap and you are ready to get out of this screen and turn it off. Put your green label across that it's clean, checked, and ready for use. Sign it off, and then put your bag on. Place it in a place where we store the ventilators, and lastly, plug it in so that the battery stays charged. That's all for now.